nestled in the Rocky Mountains, Folsom Field in Boulder. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the Utah Utes and the Colorado Buffaloes. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Nestled into the gorgeous mountains in Boulder, Colorado, Folsom Field is a spectacular viewing venue for college football. The new coach has it rocking and rolling. Folsom Field continues to build on their tradition of the Buffaloes football team. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Utes will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Young. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Eight-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. He'll run it again. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's second and 10. Here's Lewis to throw. Finds his man down the middle. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
The run inside. It's Young. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with second and 4. Lewis using the back as a receiver on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
Nice tackle there. This free safety coming in like a heat-seeking missile and stopping him a yard short of the first down.
And you see these so much more in college football now. Decisions on fourth down. Listen, when it's fourth and short and you got a chance to establish yourself, especially physically at the line of scrimmage, field goals are great, but touchdowns win games. And so this first drive, man, assert yourself, be physical, get this fourth down.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on fourth down.
Here we go, ready, go!
Trying to do it on the ground. They get him on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a fourth down conversion.
You're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, fourth down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to have to drive a ways. There's still a lot of football left to play. Hindsight's always 20/20, but that was an excellent decision by the head coach.
Looking for a crease. It's Welsh. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Throwing, Lewis. Caught over the middle, it's Williams. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Coming to the line, looking for that first down on third and short from the 29. Making side adjustments here. Third down from the gun, Lewis. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know, the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
The Buffaloes will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. They'll run for it. It's Parker. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
And the Utes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. On the ground with the counter. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
Man, offenses are getting really creative in the way they run their counter plays now. They pull different guys. They pull a guard. They pull a tackle. They pull a guard and a tackle. So really keeping the defenses off balance. You can't just key on wherever the tight end is. You got to realize they can show you one thing and come back with another.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, fourth down in their own end, and they're going for it. Makes a grab and room to run. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Running inside, it's Parker. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver going in motion. They go right back to him. Inside the 40. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
The Utes have their offense in high gear. They'll give it to Parker. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32.
Yeah, and a great job by the offensive line, seeing the blitz, picking it up, and then it's on the running back. Running back finds the hole, gets a little bit of a crease, makes a nice run out of it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Parker. Makes the tackle at the 27. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down.
A lot of times on second down, you're thinking pass, especially second, maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
And the Utes will have it 1st and 10. Trying play action. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Utes! They strike first. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down.
And that's not what you want out of that kick return. If you're that return guy, you've got to make something happen. You've got to be able to make a guy miss. That's why you're back there in the first place, because of your athleticism, but you have got to be able to generate better field position on that kickoff return.
The Colorado offense comes out to go on the attack. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. Here's Lewis to throw. Fires left. Makes the grab. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. And the Buffaloes come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive. Maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later, go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on first down, first play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot. And that's exactly what happened. Nice job.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. On the run, it's Welch. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun on 3rd down, Lewis makes the catch. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Lewis. Here's a heat. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Lewis wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
And the Buffaloes will line it up on 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Young. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Throwing, Lewis. Fires to the right. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun on third down, Lewis. He'll take a shot. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. The Buffaloes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt is on its way. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Timeout called by the Utes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll start on the ground with Wayshawn Parker. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Just feeds the running back. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. The Buffaloes calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Faced with a third and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
And that's a beautiful job by the receiver, man. Knowing exactly where the sticks are. Don't dance, right? Get that first down. You're on your side of the field, man. Get a new set of downs. Keep this drive alive. I love players that have that awareness.
From the 39-yard line, it's first and 10. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking for a man. It's Dampier. Throwing right. With the catch, it's Simmons. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays, the quarterback and his unit is executing, and this defense right now, they have no answers.
The run inside. It's Parker. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4. Utah now calls a timeout. They'll have 1 left. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Utes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. That false start changes your mindset. Now you're 2nd and long, 9 yards to go. Looking to fire. A strike downfield. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here.
And when you start to develop a feel as a tight end that you can feel the zones and the holes, man, you start to become unstoppable. Nice job. QB on the same page, sees his tight end break towards the sidelines, finds the hole in the zone, delivers a strike. Nice completion, nice communication there without saying a word.
And the Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for 1 more snap to put up points before the half. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We kick things off with Boston College taking on the number 22 team, the Pitt Panthers. And it's the Eagles, able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. And there is still a lot of work to do on the season, but they get back to 2-4 in the standings. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the ACC.
Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. And when your defense is performing like this, pitching a shutout, you want to find a way to reward them and help them out a little bit, David.
And I guess that's the upside for this offense. Their defense has been so good, but man, oh man, they've got to find something, Jesse, that they can hang their hat on, something they can do to move the football.
It just feels like at this point, they kick 1 more field goal and this is ball game because of how well their defense is playing. So I think offensively, just don't do anything stupid and give the game away.
They'll run out of the gun here with Parker. And tackled there by the defense. On second down, will they go back to the ground game? Fires to the tight end. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
They'll give it to Parker. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Parker again. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Makes the grab. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The Utes are moving quickly down the field. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. Just can't lose focus like that. You got to know the snap count. The offense lining up for a first down play. They give running right is Parker. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
the Utes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Got it behind the line. It's Simmons. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
The Utes will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Here's Lewis to throw. Makes the grab on the left. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. He goes right back to the air. They get to him as he throws. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
But you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
He wants to change this route. Lewis. Going over the top. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
And man, this home crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
It's Lewis again. Throws to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. And the Buffaloes will punt this one away.
On to punt it away.
They boot it away on 4th down. Catch is made at the 15. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Snap of this drive will come from their own 32. They'll run for it. It's Parker. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Dampier. Right on the money. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
Got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
They punt it away on 4th down. And the punt will go into the end zone, and the ball comes out to the 20 on the touchback. In front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Throwing, Lewis. Setting up the screen. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Lewis to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Yeah, and those corner routes are tough to throw for an offense. You try to force it, in between coverage a lot of times, and you could tell it was great defense. Nice job getting a hand in the air, getting it on the football, and making sure that receiver can't make a play on it.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Quarterback may change this route. Lewis from the gun on third down. Fires to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Timeout called by the Utes. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And the Buffaloes send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin them deep. Kick is in the air. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Here's a gift to Parker. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Here's Wayshawn one more time. Maybe a crease. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. He's got him. Turning it on. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
Love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. The defense expects you to run the ball. You just did it the previous play, so there you dial up play action, set up an easy throw, and you keep the clock ticking.
And the Utes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Handoff for Parker. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left, but man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
The Utes are flying down the field. Parker again. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Buffaloes calling their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Parker. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Colorado will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout here. And they've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. A 3rd down try for the offense. They'll try to run for it. Hook got enough space. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Utah! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Here's Lewis to throw. Gonna take a shot. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but 2nd down's coming up.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Lewis wants to pass. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Utah now calls a timeout. They'll have 1 left. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. This defense has them them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Tight end now in motion. 3rd down from the gun, Lewis. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. To the air again, Lewis. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
They'll run out of the gun here with Parker. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
And a lot of times the defense is focused on the middle, right? Bring more big bodies in the red zone. Don't let them run the football. Offense tries to do the opposite. Get outside. Get their speeds to the football. Had a little bit of success, but nice job by this defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Here's Wayshawn one more time. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12. The Buffs now use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. And the Utes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Back to pass, it's Dampier. Touchdown, Utes! And the stomping has commenced. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
Yeah, salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle.
Number 17, set to kick off.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
First down pass, intercepted by Utah. And they'll take over. First and 10.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Going with the counter play here. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Parker again. Maybe some room here. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Direct snap. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
They've already converted a fourth down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2.
And just leaving no doubt in this one, right? Fourth down, they've got the lead, running the ball and picking up the first. They're going to ice this game, David.
You talk about 2-minute drills. This is how you end the ball on an offensive 2-minute drill when you're winning. Run the clock out, run the football, be physical, watch it go to zeros.
And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory.